So it's been 4 years, but I'm back! And here's everything that happened since I last posted on YouTube. Honestly, I've been planning my return to YouTube forever. And after lots and lots and lots of procrastinating, at least you're admitting it. Well, long story short, I finally stopped procrastinating and I'm filming this video. And now that I'm finally back on YouTube, I'm gonna fill you in on everything I've been up to in the last 4 years. Over the last months, I have been building Liqaa by Hebah, which is my language learning platform where I coach people and help them learn languages in a way that works for their individual learning style and lifestyle. Together, we figure out how to make language learning feel fun and doable and aligned with who you are. So even if you're super busy or you're not very disciplined, you can still learn a language in a way that fits you. If you're interested, feel free to check out the website or send me a DM on Instagram. Anyway, let's go back to 2020 and 2021. I was working as a teacher and still studying at university, but then this thing happened. You might have heard of it. COVID. Very popular at the time. Feel free to Google it if you haven't heard of it. Anyway, I was overwhelmed with teaching and studying during that chaotic phase. Eventually, I decided to pause my teaching job, focus on my studies, and I graduated from university. Fun fact, I have 3 university degrees. Well, technically 4, 2 bachelor's and 1 that's a combination of a bachelor's and a master's degree. But I have never had a graduation ceremony for any of them. But that's a story for a different video. Moving on. So I graduated from 2 of my degrees. I kept working translation and teaching jobs on the side and then moved into a corporate job in education management, which I did full-time while I was graduating from my other 2 university degrees. Even though I had stopped posting to YouTube during that time, I still needed a creative outlet. So I started creating short-form content for Instagram and TikTok, which I still do, by the way. Feel free to check those out too. During the past 4 years, I also traveled to a bunch of new countries, which probably does not surprise anyone who knows me even a little bit. I love traveling, and to me it's like therapy. You get to step into a different culture and language. It's just the best thing ever. During those past 4 years, I've also worked a lot on my language skills. I am now completely fluent in 6 languages. I've been learning 2 more, and there are a couple more languages that I have been learning on and off, but I haven't really gone all in yet. But I do want to change that, and I will also be sharing more about my language learning journey here on my channel. In April 2024, I attended a retreat in Morocco that really shifted my view on life and my own potential. After that retreat, I just knew that I had to create my own business, and I knew that I had to go full in on all my creative projects. I knew that I had to follow my passion. So I started working on Liqaa, my language learning platform. And in November 2024, I got the opportunity to travel all the way to Qatar for a month, where I got to present Liqaa's unique concept of personalized language learning at an international summit as one of 5 Austrian projects. I was also featured in a university exhibition on language at Northwestern University in Qatar, which is Qatar's top university for media and communication studies. I also spoke in front of the Qatari Businesswomen Association. I got to talk about my language learning platform, Liqaa by Hebah. I also talked about how learning a language in a way that allows you to truly understand the culture behind the language has to start with you understanding your own culture and identity first. During my time in Qatar, I also met the Austrian ambassador to Qatar and was invited to a dinner at her residence. I am Austrian, by the way, which explains why I met the ambassador. This month in Qatar was beautiful. It was also terrifying, but also beautiful. It was also just extremely exciting to take a step in this new chapter of my life like that. Everything I do is about stepping into different cultures and languages, and so that was perfect because it was the first time for me to travel to Qatar and step into that culture as well. If you want to know all the details about how I actually went to Qatar and what happened there, I documented all of it on Instagram and LinkedIn in a little Qatar mini series that I shared. So feel free to check that out. So we talked about university graduation, travel, language learning, starting a new job, quitting that job, and now building my own business, which all brings me to today and the future of this channel. After everything that happened in the last 4 years, I decided that it is time that I fully focus on what I'm truly passionate about. And that is languages, cultures, language learning, traveling, and helping people learn languages in a way that works for them. In a way that truly respects who they are as individuals and also respects the language and the culture that they're stepping into. I really want to help people learn languages in a way that is fun, but also works for their individual goals and lifestyle and learning style. We're all so unique and individual. And that's why we need to learn language in a unique way that respects who we are as individuals. So that essentially means that I now work as a language learning coach and not a language teacher anymore. The difference: a teacher teaches you the language, and a coach teaches you how to learn a language and guides you along the way. I will share more about how that actually works in upcoming videos. But for now, since I've shared everything that happened in the last 4 years, the magic, the mess, everything in between, I am finally ready for what's next. And I hope you'll be part of it too. So, shall we try this YouTube thing again?